Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Everything is moving very quickly right now in regards to the UFO, UAP phenomenon. It seems like every single day there's something new going on. There's news, there's footage, there's leaks. Prominent figures in the community are making appearances on podcasts and other YouTube channels, like Chris Mellon. He was just on Joe Rogan's show. I'm going to be listening to that later tonight as I'm going to bed. I'm very excited to hear that, and I highly suggest you all go check that out over on Spotify. But as a result of this, I like to edit my videos. I like to add music and transitions and make everything really nice and presentable. But things are just moving way too fast. So you're going to start seeing a lot more content like this on my channel, where it's just straight to the point. We get right into the footage. There's no editing. I'm pretty much just sharing my desktop screen right now. It just makes things quick and easy. It gets the information out. So let's just jump right into it. This is the Starship SN15 flight test. They were attempting a vertical landing of the Starship rocket. This is one of Elon Musk's toys. Impressive in its own right, but it appears that we have a visitor that may have been watching over the test. So I'm going to hit play here, and I'll let you guys judge for yourself, and I'll, of course, provide my narrative as far as what I think is going on here and why I don't think this is actually maybe dirt or moisture or anything of that sort on the camera lens. The object itself is right here. Now keep in mind, it was there for hours. Here, we don't really necessarily need the volume from the footage itself. It sat in the sky for hours. And you'll notice, if you watch it long enough, that the cloud cover that's moving by at a fairly decent speed obscures the view of the object itself, which would, in my mind, rule out the notion that this could possibly be dirt on the lens, digital artifacting within the stream itself, moisture, anything of that sort. It, to me, has this classic flying saucer shape. I know some people in the comments over on Reddit were saying that they thought it resembled the now famous Tic Tac UFO. I personally disagree. I think there are certain shots where it looks way more like right now. It almost seems like there's this little hump at the top. It almost resembles the sport model that Bob Lazar claims that he helped reverse engineer over at S4. But as you continue to watch, again, you'll see that the view of this object is obscured by the cloud cover that's moving by. And there were other comments that said, well, maybe it's just another cloud. Well, if that's the case, why isn't it moving? Why is it sitting still in the air like that? And let's be honest, there's all these reports that have come out over the years of these objects making appearances at events like this. They've even shown up at our nuclear facilities and have demonstrated an ability to interfere with our nuclear systems. Former Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid even went on the record and stated this in the documentary The Phenomenon. On video. It's not like he said this to somebody and then they reported it. He is on video speaking those words out of his mouth. See here, look, now look. It's much harder to see at this point. And there are reasonable questions that have been asked about this, right? So, for example, someone said, well, why didn't anyone down at Mission Control say anything? Was it visible to them? If they knew it was up there, do you think they would make a fuss about that live? When there has obviously been a cover-up of this phenomenon for decades, do you really think they're going to bring that up? Because I don't. Even if they knew it was there, I don't think they're going to say anything. Also, let's say they didn't see it. Now, why would that be? Why is it only visible on this footage? This phenomenon is famous for trickery, is famous for appearing when you least expect it. How many times and how many stories have you heard or have you seen when these objects were not visible to the naked eye, but showed up on camera? Polaroids, digital video, digital photos. How often has that happened? There could be cloaking technology that is being utilized by these craft that we don't understand. And for some reason, we can't see them with our naked eye physically on site, but they show up on the footage. They show up on camera. They show up when photos are developed, etc. I think it's kind of obvious that this object is physically there and that the cloud cover is moving past it. I mean, you're watching it right now. You're watching the cloud cover move past this object. And again, we don't know what these craft are truly capable of. It's very possible that nobody saw it except for on the stream. We don't know what they're using. If they're going in and out of dimensions and realities, you know, there could be all kinds of weird effects that we have yet to even scratch the surface of understanding. We just don't know. I think this is fascinating footage. I think it's worth review. I think it's worth study, and that someone should do a deep dive analysis of it and maybe make a determination. I mean, as you're watching it again right now, look, you could see that it was being obscured by this cloud cover. All right, we'll move around in the footage a little bit. There's much less cloud cover here. And it's there. And if you jump around, it looks like the clouds are obscuring it. Like, I mean, it's there for hours. And if it was something on the lens, you know, why does it look like the clouds are creating an effect where its visibility is diminishing right in front of us? Like, well, I don't understand how that could be possible if it's something that is physically on the lens of the camera. It's really interesting. I'm trying to see like where it first pops up, and like there's different angles to this. I think this is what we need right here. It shows up right, it's right there. It's very early on. I don't know if it's visible even earlier than that. Because again, they're showing different camera angles, so it's hard to tell. It's in that one angle right there. So it's like, it's back here. But if we go to this angle, this is shifted a little bit. Yeah, it's there though. You can see it right here. And as we move through the footage, its visibility changes. It's harder to see there. Then as we move through and the cloud cover changes, it's much easier to see. There it is again. It's pretty startling. If they're just out in the open like that, just watching what we're doing. There's a lot of ideas as to why they're doing that, of course. But, again, it's really up to you as the viewer to decide what you think about this footage. Personally, I think it's a physicalized object that is hanging in the sky watching that rocket. I don't know what they are, who they are, where they're from, you know, but this is something else to keep in mind. There has been a noticeable increase in UFO sightings over the last 3 years. A noticeable increase in UFO sightings. I forget the exact percentage, but it's high enough that it's not like it went up 2% or 3%. It's well over 50%. It just feels like this whole situation is just ramping up, and that we're about to hit this apex of something extraordinary. It just feels that way. It really does. And again, disclosure is progress. Disclosure is not an event. It's a process. And this information is slowly trickling out. It's slow motion disclosure. I said this years ago that I thought this was going to be how they were going to do it if they were to do it. And we are living through it right now, and it's one of the most fascinating things that I've ever seen. Before I end the video, though, just a quick note. Secure Team 10, with over 2 million subscribers, is probably the most well-known UFO YouTube channel, ran by this guy Tyler. Tyler disappeared for a while, wasn't posting anything, and we found out that he was having some health issues, was in the hospital, battling for his life, basically. But Tyler is back. Secure Team is back. He's alive. He's doing a lot better. And I just personally wanted to say what's up to Tyler. And we're happy to have you back. I was a huge fan of that channel. Still am, obviously, now that it's returned to form. And uploading every other day, it seems like now. I wish you the best for your health. I hope you and your family are doing well. And I hope you continue to fight this thing that you're dealing with, and that you come out on the other side successful, man. I can't imagine living through what you just went through. And if you're watching this video, anybody that doesn't know what Secure Team is, definitely check out his videos. They're amazing. A lot of incredible content over the years. A really, really nice guy. Seems really humble. And again, is just searching for truth, just like I am and the rest of us are. And are just, curious earthlings that want to know what's going on out there in the skies. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Happy to have him back. Really happy to see that he's doing okay. And thanks for watching, everybody. Again, there's going to be more videos like this on the way. I'm going to try to do this as often as possible, if not every day. I'm going to be scouring the internet for the most pertinent information. Anything that I really, really think belongs on this channel and deserves your attention. If you enjoy the content, please leave a like. It helps out tremendously. Every like counts. Subscribe if you're going to be following this daily. I do other things, obviously. I'm a gamer. I'm a musician. It's a community and variety channel, but nonetheless, this right here is the reason I started my YouTube channel, or things like this. I appreciate every single one of you that has been supporting my channel over the last few years. It means the world to me. But probably going to be doing a live stream in a little bit here. Again, more of this on the way. And that's pretty much it, man. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'll catch you in the stream.